Hey, this is Kirsty, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to show you how I made this really cool pipe garage. I hope you stick around to watch and I hope you like the video. Let's get to it. So the first thing to do was set up my miter saw and cut 18 pieces, and then that would make up the whole of the pipe section. To make sure there were no sharp edges on the plastic pipe, I used my rule. I scraped along the inside and along the outside, which rounded over the edge and made it really soft to touch. To help give me a guide on applying the glue lines, I held the pieces of pipe together, made a little mark on all the connections, and then that would be my reference on where to put the glue. I did this on every piece until I got right to the end. With all the pipe section glued up, I could now go to my miter saw to cut two sides, one top, one bottom, which would make up the garage casing. For this project I wanted the joinery to be as simple as possible, so I opted for glue and screws. I will be covering those screws with plugs, and that's another reason why I wanted to do this joinery, because I wanted to experiment with the plugs by painting them, which you will see later on in the video. Now that the casing is all glued and screwed together, I used my rider plane to make sure that all the edges were flush and to take off any high spots. I went to my scrap pile to find some offcuts of pine that I could use for the plugs, and I cut these with a hand drill and a plug cut-in bit. Once the plugs were relatively dry, I used my Japanese pull saw to cut them off, and then I gave them a once over with a sander to make sure that they were flush and ready for finish. The majority of the casing was now complete, so I grabbed my hole punch to make a mark ready to add my brand in. I use these really cool maker coins with my logo on them. It makes it super easy to brand multiple pieces of work and keep them consistent. I use a Forstner bit to drill a hole, add some glue, and then I just place the coin inside. Next up was the handle. I knew I wanted a handle, but I also wanted a small sign at the top of the garage, so I sketched out a design that would allow both of these elements before taking it to my scroll saw to cut the piece out. After using the Forstner bit to drill some finger holes for the handle, I took the piece to my vise and used some files just to fine tune the shape. Scorch marker send me some markers to try. This is going to be the first time I'm using them, so I'm excited to see how they turn out. Can't get it to focus. There. I lied. I'm going to try it on a scrap piece first because obviously that's the sensible thing to do. So I'm going to try it on that because I've already drawn the sketch or writing that I want, so it makes sense to not spoil the drawing that I've done. Okay, now it's time for the heat gun, so I'm going to get that. Bear in mind, guys, this is the first time I've used it. Well, not the heat gun, but this time I've used the marker. And I've literally just done that really quick. I've seen some of the mistakes I've already made. That's a good thing, because now I won't make them on the actual project, but we'll heat this up. We'll heat it up just to see what it comes out like. So, yeah, I mean, it works really well. Okay, so now it's time for the real thing. Hopefully I can eliminate some of the mistakes I did last time. It's nothing to do with the pen, I think it's just user error, but yeah, we'll just do it. Once all the assembly was complete, the last thing to do was to apply 2 to 3 coats of finish. I decided to go for a natural finish to contrast the painted surfaces of the plugs, which I'm really happy about. Of course, let me know what you think, leave a comment. If you like the video, give it a like. If you want to share it with your friends or anyone you think that might enjoy it, I would appreciate it very much. And if you're already subscribed, I will see you on the next one.